एक सेकेंड. Waiting. Oh, for my bag, man. गिरे? नहीं देखा मैंने. Hi folks, we are back online. कोई कंफर्म कर सकता है? If our stream is working. Yep, and we are back live. We apologize for the technical delays, but we are now in game 6 of the Deo Cup, the final game, and it is a decider. As we promised, Dev Narayan Cup has been exciting, and the final game has a lot to play for three teams. The game is between ECC and Titans, and we have Cannons who's not playing, but they've already won two games and are already in the hunt in this round robin format. So the way it works in this championship is we don't have finals. We have four teams playing round robin games, and based on the final points tally and the net run rate, which comes into count at times, and I think today is the day where the net run rate will come into count, we decide the winner for Dev Narayan Cup each year. And for this year, the teams in contention are ECC, Titans, and Cannons, aka Halifax Cricket Club. The current game in progress, we have ECC batting first after losing the toss. Titans put them in, and as of right now, the score stands at 43 for 1 at the end of 5 overs. They lost their opener Amit Joshi early, but we still have Kunark on the pitch, the man in form, high scores on both the days, and started the day with a swashbuckling 97. But that innings was dwarfed if you followed the last stream with Avengers, Anthony Lawrence hitting 150 against Cannons. Play and a miss. Sri Kaushik is the bowler, a regular new ball bowler for Titans. But he didn't start today. Satya perhaps started the the innings, and now we have KSK's first change, bowling a tight line, short of length, just on or outside the off stump, keeping it tight. And just to recap, the start for Titans hasn't been that great. There were a couple of chances that were missed, couple of catches dropped, but they held on to the important one. Nandu held on to Amit Joshi's catch, and that's a freebie. That's a full toss that Konark has easily dispatched to the cow corner boundary for a four. At the end of 6 overs, end of power play, the score is 47 for 1. And Neil and Konark are in the middle. I think both the teams would be happy with what they've got at the end of the power play because Titans have got hold of Amit Joshi and ECC are happy with their run rate at 8 runs and over. The captain, Nandu Vishnu, lovingly called Nancy, is now in the attack. And there are two versions of Nandu that we see when he comes into bowl. Nandu, the attacking bowler who's in to take wickets, or Nandu, the bowler who's in to contain runs. Typically, when he's sliding the ball, he's trying to attack. If he's faster in the air, he's trying to contain. Let's see what version of Nandu we get today. Thanks again to Crick Clubs for making this happen. That was a nice shot by Neil. Nandu looped in outside the off stump. Wasn't a googly. And Neil lapped it up over extra cover for a boundary. Neil has been looking forward to this game because he hasn't performed a lot in the Devnarayan Cup so far. Offside is his strength. Both batsmen, offside is their strength, whether it's against spinners or medium pacers. So it'll be interesting what line Nandu keeps to them. Happy to give the single away to Neil is Nandu. Kunark on strike. That was way outside the off stump. I think Nandu's trying to tempt them to play in the air with the deep extra cover, the long off, long on. He's hoping for a chip. But for now, I think the batsmen are happy to oblige for singles, especially after the boundary at the start. Another single driven to deep extra cover. That was a misfield. They sneaked a run out of this. At the end of 7 overs, the score is 55 for 1. Again, I'm sure none of the teams are complaining. They're both happy with how the score is tagging along. There's a batting scorecard at the top. The squad: Tushar, Arun, Atul, Mayank, Mohit, Rakesh, Kishan, Mandeep, Vishal. So Rakesh is in for this game, which will be interesting because now East Coast has two specialist keepers in their squad. KSK resuming his bowling. He had a tight first over, just 4 runs off it. Thank heavens and thank gods for giving us 2 beautiful days of cricket. It's been a little hot, but there's been enough refreshments, enough water, enough Gatorades going around to keep everyone hydrated. That's a nice drive. Danny comes and picks us up to take another single. Except a couple of games, I think all games have been fairly close and interesting and exciting for players. And I see around and I see that teams who've even finished their games are still hanging around watching the game. It was way outside the line and it goes for a boundary. It'll go and buys, and it was a no ball. It pitched outside the pitch. Wicket keepers hate giving extras like these, but as I said in the morning, the commons pitch is narrow, and you can't really help but feel sorry for the wicket keepers when they are expected to go and collect the ones that pitch outside the pitch. KSK back to Neil. Oh, that was a full toss on the leg side this time. Another wide. Again, I think it was my curse. I said KSK keeps a tight line with the new ball. Apparently, not so much. Oh, that was a good ball. Full, just outside the off stump. And he was given out, run out. A direct hit by Navdeep, and Kunal, the man in form, has to go back to the pavilion. The umpire, the leg umpire Fahim, did not hesitate 1 second before he gave the dismissal. It'll be interesting to see in the replay in the evenings how close that actually was. A lot of murmurs around questioning the dismissal. Nobody in the ECC camp is happy with this decision at all. Well, in the absence of action replays, we have to rely on the leg umpire, hoping he made the right decision during live play. Lots riding on this game, so it is important for the umpires to get their decisions right. Vishal and Fahim are our two umpires today. We play neutral umpires for all our games for the Narayan Cup, and there is a lot of pressure on the umpires, and they have a tough job at hand. Kudos to them. Mandeep is the next batsman who comes in. A little short outside the off stump. Mandeep punches it to point where I'm not sure if Wemma fielded it but it hit his head. Maybe it was a very bad bounce, but he looks fine. Okay, thank you, Bindu, for the confirmation that the stream seems to work. Let us know if you hear any noise or background interruption with the stream. We'll try to make the correction. That was short, but Mandeep looks like he played a premeditated shot, tried to pull it back to KSK. KSK does have the speed to surprise the batsman, and however slow the Halifax Commons pitch is, at times the ball does climb at you. Next ball, KSK to Mandeep, and that one's on length, outside the off stump, given a wide. Doesn't doesn't help a bowler. Looks like it was close, but there's such a small margin for error in T20s and when you're bowling. That was full just outside the off stump. Mandeep drove it. I'm sure he felt good middling it, and Shri fielded. The over ends with ECC at 65 for 2, and we'll see if we can bring up the bowling stats for Titans so far. Eight over 65 for 2. Okay, Nandu is back into attack. Nandu is back, and Neil hits the drive straight into KSK's hands. The ball was wide, full outside the off stump. Neil went for the expansive drive and put it straight into KSK's hands. That that is surprising. Two batsmen back to back out now, and ECC have to now play out of their depth. Their top order is taking a lot of ownership for most of the games, and their middle order has rarely been exposed. And today, Mandeep and Arun have to really play out of their skin to, to get a decent score for ACC. And looking at the two batsmen who are in, Arun now taking the strike, I would imagine they would again focus on a lot of singles and doubles for the next few overs before they let their heavy hitters like Tushar finish the game, finish the innings for them. The field is spread out. Nandu, as a captain, has been very creative and he's been fairly successful in ensuring that Titans still have a big skin in the game and are close for the championship. Bowl it straight to Arun. Arun back to Nandu. Nandu and Arun play a lot together at the provincial level. They both know each other's game really well. It'll be interesting how they both tackle each other. Short ball, a little faster. Arun takes a single with a pull. That will give Arun a lot of confidence. And as I said, they're going to sneak in a lot of quick singles. They're going to run their ways into keeping the run rate ticking, ensuring a 7-8 run over with the odd boundary every over on loose deliveries. Two balls to go in the over. And Nandu bowls a real slower on length. Arun is in two minds whether to go for it. In the end, just taps it back to the bowler. It's a hot day out there. Beautiful to watch for cricket. I'm sure it's strenuous for the players. Arun drives it straight to long off, where Satya, wearing the orange hat, not IPL related, fields it. And at the end of the over, ECC are 68 for 3 at the end of 9 overs. Looking at people around me, I have a question for Amit. What would you think is a power score given the stage right now you are at, and looking at Titans batting lineup and the fact that yesterday they won a game chasing? And there was a loose delivery on the leg side. It was full, and Verma seems to be fielding from all parts of his body. It was his head a few minutes back. It is his leg now. Gonna be a sore body at the end of this weekend. Any Epsom salt sellers who want to be our sponsors, there are tons of players who would love to use your products. Okay. Yeah, but you had a couple of chances dropped from Titans as well, and that perhaps was playing on people's minds. Sounds good. You heard it all. Thank you, Amit. And thank you to Cisco for providing the mic and the headphones that have enabled the stream at the end of 10 overs.
The score is 74 for 3. Perhaps 10, 15 runs less than what ECC would have ideally wanted. But Titans have done a good job, as Amit Joshi mentioned, on keeping it tight, focusing on their strengths, and shrugging off the early catches that they missed. Pradeep is now in attack. Pradeep with his dolly off spinners will probably try to keep it tight and have ECC batsmen make mistakes. Arun nudges the first delivery on the leg for a single. For some reason, people are still talking about the run out. Perhaps it will be a topic of discussion for the evening refreshments later. And that's a boundary. Mandeep just split the deep extra cover and long off, punched the ball on the ground, a clean shot for a boundary. Flighted, low full toss, on for a single. Both teams are happy with the way things are going. ECC because they have wickets that they are saving, nudging along singles and doubles. But what they're waiting for are loose deliveries, and they are none. Nudged on the leg side, a little misfield, but as our esteemed international commentators have always said, never run on a misfield. Pradeep to Mandeep, full, punched it for a single. Last ball of the over, again, 8 runs of it. Came down the pitch for a single, Arun, and the over ends at 83 for 3 at the end of 11 overs. I think this is when ECC, maybe in a couple of overs, ECC will change their strategy and push for a score that Amit was talking about. Anything above 150 is competitive, anything below 150 is a very tough score to defend. Shri is now into the attack. It'll be interesting how the batsmen play him because he's coming in at the 11th, 12th over, and if he has 4 overs as a mainstream bowler, he'll go right towards the death. And ECC's success against Sri will dictate how ECC's entire innings goes. Sri's a seasoned campaigner, knows where to bowl, knows the right spots, plans against each and every batsman. Oh, that was a close. That was a very good fielding by, I think, Pradeep. And Arun's not able to take a single. Anytime Arun's not able to take a single, it feels like it puts added pressure on him. And that's a very tight line by Sri again. Arun will have to be a little more creative than giving it to Pradeep and hoping that he misfields. And on the leg side, Arun gives it a glance. 2 runs off that delivery. Shree's back to Arun. As I said, Arun was maybe getting a little under pressure, went down the pitch, couldn't connect with the delivery. His bat went over the ball, and Arun made his bat back in the crease just in time before Anil could take the bails off. Our wickets and our bails are thanks to Yashi Sports, which is a supplier for the Global T20 in King City in Toronto as well. Thanks to them. Straight down the ground, goes for a single. Last ball, only 3 runs off this over so far. Let's see what Mandeep does. And Mandeep sends it over to Pradeep, who misses it, and they're going for a double. Quick runs as converting singles into doubles is going to be important for them. They're able to do it. They're able to get about 5 runs off this over, and the score stands at 88 for 3 after 12 overs. At this point, I'm sure some of the ECC batsmen are raring to go and are thinking of changing their strategy from running to hitting some boundaries, and they will need some boundaries to keep this game exciting. I have people asking that I should change my language for the stream, but I wish to remind them that this is an international coverage and we have to keep a common language. There are people across India, Canada, South Africa, Australia, Bangladesh as well that are watching this. Before I know it, I'll be expected to give my commentary in Bangla, a language that I don't know. And that's what Arun's known for. That's his zone, running for his life. He's the fittest person on the field, fittest among all the hundreds of Nova Scotia players that we have, and among the best in Atlantic Canada. Pradeep continues to bowl a tight line. Let me ask their captain Nandu if he's happy with how the game has gone so far.
First 3 wickets got Amit, Pollard, and Neil. It's very good. Like they are the top 3 batsmen who score for the Deo Cup for the ECCC.
Looked like that was a bump. We'll get back to Nandu, not try to interrupt from his fielding, but whenever he can give us some input. You heard him. He said he's very happy with how things have gone. That was an LBW appeal from everybody except the bowler. Even the fine leg appealed, but the bowler didn't.
Well ball, Pratibhanna.
It was a low full toss. She could have dove for it. Split, long on and cow corner. And unfortunately, Vemma couldn't find a body part to save this from going to the boundary. That was a nice shot, split the fielders by Mandeep. A little short. Mandeep cut it. Could have tried for a couple, but the fielder got to it early. And if I ask a few ECC players around, are you guys worried about the score? Are you guys worried about not getting the run rate that you would have expected at this stage?
I think if we play run a ball, that's just coming from my experience.
Who do you typically rely on getting your boundaries in the death overs?
I think we have Tushar in the tag end of our batting order. We have Vishal as well, Mohit and Rakesh as well. So I think one of those guys, if they click, then I think we should be set for 140 and above. I think
Okay.
that'll be a challenging total here because the wind is blowing, it's crosswind, and we're getting towards the end of the day. I think it'll be fun. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Between 140 and 150 is the realistic target that the teams are looking for now. And Arun just swapped the ball again. He'll try to convert this into a double. It's going to be close. The ball's going into one. Oh, and that was an appeal and very close. Not out. The headphone can't go further than this. Otherwise, I would have gone and spoken to Vemma as well. Oh, okay. Want to zoom out, zoom in the camera? There are requests to move the camera, but yesterday we had a split vote from the viewership. Some who liked the movement of the camera in the zoom and the lenses, and others who were happy with the static feed. Oh, that was again very tight ball. Arun yorked himself getting down the pitch and giving it back to his favorite fielder, Pradeep. Arun's not happy. The only one on the ground right now who really wants to get in and get into the runs. The wind's blowing, and you would see some of the noise in the stream. Because of that, it's a tough choice for the umpires to make sure that the bails are right. Shri to Arun, and Arun goes down the track again. Shri bowls him. Length goes in for a single, and Danny turning time around and running to save them from converting the one into two. 100 up in 13.5 overs. Oh, and that was a ball that landed in the slot. 14 overs, 100 for 3. 6 overs to go. If the batsmen don't change their gears now, it's now or never. I can see about 4 different ECC batsmen padded up, raring to go, thinking they can do a better job at hitting boundaries than Arun and Mandeep. Yeah. For our viewers, just to recap, if you haven't looked at the stream yet, in the evenings for your pleasure watch, you can go back to the YouTube channel for NSCA and watch a magnificent special innings from Anthony Lawrence, who scored 150 runs, 151, and was phenomenal in his approach to the batting. Everybody in NSCA and the players enjoyed it. Can I indulge Anthony for a couple of minutes? Anto, now that we have you, I have a few questions for you, and I'll hand you the mic.
Ask away, man.
So,
What is
what
it?
was going through your head on how you wanted to pace the innings, especially after what you saw yesterday and the batting lineup that Avengers had?
The thought was like, our bowling innings are very good. Even 180 was not sufficient. 180 and above because we got that start. 6 overs, 50 is our target always inside circle. If we have that momentum going, right? 6 overs, 50, and then by 10th over, if we reach 80, then we can accelerate last 10 overs. Whatever we score is extra. So that was the thought. Every every over, one score, one boundary. That will take us to 10 run per over. So that was the thought.
Right,
So
but
we
at
were able
one
to.
point, all strategy was put aside, and you just took every ball, took it in your slot, and everything was going for sixes.
That was.
Were you
I,
aiming for the right ball, or were you just in your zone and you would look? The ball was looking like it was all to you, and you were just hitting it from the top.
the truth was, I was able to see the ball today. I was concentrating more on watching the ball play for the merit of the ball rather than rushing it. And then I got that momentum, so I capitalized it. That's all. So I think yeah, it helped a bit.
All right, sounds good, Anto. Thank you so much for
Thank
giving
you.
an extremely special innings that everybody in Nova Scotia and Atlantic Canada will remember for a very long time. Okay, we just saw Arun got dismissed, and while the new batsman Rakesh comes in and develops a partnership with Mandeep, I have another special guest with me, Senthil Selvamini, who is a tireless servant of the game of cricket for Canada. He's played a big role in establishing rules and governance for ICC, for a lot of cricket boards across the world, and we are very lucky to have him here in Nova Scotia. And Senthil is today the chair selector for the provincial squad and also a very senior figure that everybody looks up to. And Senthil, I have a few questions for you. You've been watching the Ryan Cup either in person or in stream. What have been your thoughts in terms of the quality of the games you've seen so far?
Thank, Thanks, Purush, for the kind words. Nothing is achievable without a team. So whether it's the ICC level or the Canada level or the provincial level, I had great teams, that I could actually work with and be successful. So thanks to all of them. Um, this year the cup has been very exciting for Nova Scotia, and actually for Atlantic Canada and Eastern Canada, right? We've had a whole bunch of players, new players, new talent that have actually joined, and I'm also excited to see talent in other provinces, New Brunswick, PEI. I know they're listening to this commentary, and because I heard there's a lot of new players that have actually come into the system in Atlantic Canada, so really excited. That's fantastic news for Atlantic Canada and for overall Eastern Canada. In terms of the talent itself, this year we've gone to the next level because we had a huge influx of new players have come in, and they're all displaying their skills. We've had people coming from India. We actually had people coming from Vancouver. We're playing other leagues. We also have people coming from Kerala Ranji Trophy. So very excited to have some new talent here. The big difference between this year and the previous years is the number of the scores that's been scored and the number of centuries that have been scored. Right? Typically, it used to be a one-man show, but this year, this Konark has been fantastic form. Right? He scored more than 200 runs in like almost 3 games. Unfortunately, got run out. And then obviously a very special innings from Anthony. Right? Who just came back from injury, literally playing his second day, and he played the innings of his life. So very excited from that perspective. And also, it's good to see after all this COVID, right? Players were desperate to actually go and play, right? Sitting at home, trying to be fit as much as possible, and then eventually coming out and playing. It's great to see, give their heart out and actually go and play a nice hot day and play 3 games back to back. So it's great. It's good preparation for the provincials end of August. Really looking forward to being with the team and seeing what other talent is that there is actually. So great. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Senthil. And just if you wanted to know Senthil's preference between Ronaldo and Messi, he's wearing a Messi Argentina soccer jersey, so that's where his priorities and his love lies. Thank you, Senthil. Thank you, Anto. Now we'll have a change in commentary. We have Jared coming back and taking the reins from here on.
Okay, thank you, Puresh. Hey guys, welcome back again. This is the last game of the day. We have ECCC. They're playing against the Titans, and Sri will continue the bowling here. Delivers the ball down to the batsman, punches the ball down the ground to long off, fielded, and a single is taken. How's the score going, Harshit?
108 for 4.
Okay, so 15.3 overs in, 108 for 4. Still a lot of wickets in the tank and 5 overs left, so ECCC will be looking to up the rate a little bit as he comes down the wicket, plays across the line. The ball's hit into the deep, and they finish a single, and they go back, so they haven't looked for the second run there. These guys, especially in T20 cricket, running between the wickets is super important, so they want to try and run as quick as they can between the wickets. The more runs you can save, the better it will be. On strike is Rakesh. Facing up to Sri. Delivers the ball. It's a big shout for LBW. Still not out from the umpire. And good backing up, so we'll wait for the call from the umpire. He gives it his runs. No, one run, right? Yeah, one single there. Yeah, you can see. They ran one single. Yeah, a single. Sri to continue. Delivers the ball. Quicker one. Full again. Sliding down legs. So survives another shout there.
110 for 4. 110.
49 is Mandeep, right, Konak? 49 is Mandeep, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of the over. The score is 110 for 4 after 16, so 4 overs to go. If we're thinking about it realistically, this one, yeah? Okay, should be this one. That's okay, this works. All right, 4 overs to go. Realistically, 110 for 4 right now, so they want to try and push for 150 minimum. So they're going to be looking for 10 and over. Yeah, it's good, but wrong team. The Titans one. Yeah, it's okay. All right, the bowler will be. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be Nandu coming back into bowl. Rarely talented leg spinner. One of 3 guys that are both all bowl leg spin. They're probably challenging for a provincial spot this season. Delivers the ball. It's a thick edge from the batsman, but with the hard effort, that's going to run away for 4. Rakesh hitting that ball through the slips and races away for 4 here on the boundary. Nandu a tiny bit too much width. He'll want to be a bit straighter than that when the balls to come. Normally very talented. Lands 6 out of 6 balls. He's also the captain of this Titans side, so what do we got? With 29 balls to go in the innings. See if he can convert on this second ball of the over. Here he goes, he delivers. Just a slog sweep shot, and yes, it will run away for 4. So consecutive boundaries here from Rakesh late in the innings. Nandu just showing a bit of a lack of control. Nandu's figures so far today, 2 for 24 off 3.2. So before this over, he had 2 for 16 off 3 overs. Won't be happy with the start of this over here. You really want to try and bring it back. He leads from the front, Nandu. He is the captain of this Titans squad. But in the same breath, Rakesh will be very happy with that. Rakesh will be very happy. Sorry about the wind. It's getting a little windy now too. I can hear the wind in the the microphone, and hopefully it's not too bad in the stream. Once again, guys, we have 28 balls to go. If you drop a comment, let me know what you think the target will be that they'll get. I'm going to say 160. That's my guess. All right, played through the line. It's going to bounce once up to the long off fielder, who just underarms it in. The batsman complete a single. So first 3 balls, 9 runs off it. They'll be really happy with that. Nandu wants this 4th ball to be conservative. Let's see what the other leg spinner can do. Gets to the ball in the full, and it's going to be 1 bounce 4. So a great shot from Mandeep, and they really changed momentum this over, the ECCC, East Coast Cricket Club. Let's see what they can do. So that's 4 balls in the over bowled, and they already scored 13 runs off it. Nandu's talented enough to come back, but this is a real test for him. One of the guys really pushing for provincial selection. All right, he'll deliver. He has scored it. They should catch this. Nandu takes the court and bottle of his own bowling. So we did say that the ECCC want to up the rates, and they've tried to do that. 13 runs and a wicket off this over so far. Nandu, great comeback ball, 5th ball of the over. Fall the wicket takes the score to 123 for 5. We have 25 balls left, 16.5 overs gone. I'm still saying 160. So new batsman for ECCC. It's going to be Tushar Saigal. He is a veteran here in the Halifax Cricket League. He's played for a lot of years, so we will see if he can work together here with Rakesh, and they can finish the inning strong. My prediction is still 160. So drop your comments in chat. Let me know what you think it's going to be. We have 1 ball left in the over. Nandu will want to fish from another wicket here, so he comes in, delivers. It's flatter. It's a dot ball, so that's over. 123. Nandu will finish his spell. 123.70. 141. Give me a scorecard. You can say bowl if you want to. Yeah, let's have a look. What were Nandu's figures? 4 overs, 3 for 29. So economy of 7 runs and over. That's really well led from the front from the captain from Halifax Titans Cricket Club. He'll be really happy with that. I know the last over for 13 as well, so really expensive, but he's picked up 3 wickets. He's picked up continuous wickets, and he's been under a strict to the team. Yep, Sri's going to continue. I think. Okay, Sri will have his 4th over. He actually has bowled 14 runs, so a guy that a lot of people underestimate. Sri, he can bowl very consistent. He just bowls a little off spin. The off spin and leg spin are deceptively hard to hit on synthetic wickets. I know it sounds ridiculous, but like syntho wickets traditionally, after the ball's not hard and new anymore, become a batsman's paradise, and this ground is no exception. Slow, long outfield, short boundaries, but most importantly, a synthetic wicket, so playing on a concrete slab. All right, here goes Sri. He's going to continue. Comes into bowl, releases on a length, and Tushar will hit a single, so the batsman will change strike. Probably good for Tushar to try and do that right now. He wants to get the in-strike batsman on, because Rakesh already on 15, so he's hit a couple of boundaries. He'll try and continue here. Sri delivers, and that's a stumping. That's going to be out. So Sri picks up his first wicket of the afternoon, and that is well stumped by the keeper, Anil. Anil, great glove work. And Sri once again destroying the team, 1 for 15 off 3.2. Today it's been the slower bowlers and the spinners that have really done the damage. So super interesting to hear what's going on. New batsman's going to be who? New batsman for the East Coast Cricket Club will be Vishal Patel. Number 20, you see him walking out to bat now, and he's going to join his new partner, who will be Tushar. And it'll be really interesting to see what happens here, because 2 new batsmen at the crease, only 4 overs to go, so the team will be expecting them to be able to hit from ball 1. Whether they can do that, whether they can continue, will be interesting. Stephen Smith, speaking of all men, you're in for a bit of a go? What are you looking for? Oh, very good. Okay, Looks like he'll face up. Shri has 4 balls left in the over. Score 124 for 6, so we have 22 balls left in the innings. In he comes, flights it again, and he's hit it through the air and through the offside. It looks like it's going to go, but yeah, the fielder's missed it there, so it's going to be 4 runs. That's Vishal's first ball, and it's going to go for 4, so just what the captain asked for. The economy is going to be good. ECCC, more batting side, so they want to score as many runs as they can to give them the best chance of winning. Definitely. $19, right? Jen delivers to go on innings. Thanks, Reese. 150. Yeah, that's a good guess. I think 15 balls. I'm going to say 150 is going to be pretty close. However, that ball has gone for 6, so I think my 160 could still be on. All right, Michelle's faced 2 balls and he has a 4 and a 6, so he definitely can't complain. He's doing the job that his team needs him to do at the end of this innings here, so super important and super necessary for what they needed. Okay. Shri will continue, still with figures of 1 for 25. It is a glorious afternoon here at the Commons Cricket Ground here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. If you're tuning in for the first time, feel free to share it around. We will be commentating the rest of the game. This is the final match in the Deo Cup, which is a cup played here in Nova Scotia, Canada, every year between the 4 clubs. Okay, Shri has 1 ball to go in his spell. So far, he has figures of 1 for 20, 1 for 26. 1 for 26. Let's see what he's going to do. Shri's last ball. It's full up. It's hit it through the air. It's going to bounce once, and the fielder. I mean, you can probably hear the cheers around me. I don't need to explain that, but the fielder's misfielded and it's gone for 4. Misfields have been really common and prevalent in the Nova Scotian Cricket Association early on. Just my unbiased opinion. The outfield and the ground aren't even, so some terrible bounces normally come into play. But that 4 takes the score to 139 with 2 overs to go. So I think my 160 is going to be pretty close. 12 balls remaining. 139. Tushar and Kishan both in at the crease. Bowling the penultimate over. Who are we going to have? Who's the bowler? Sarfraz. Sarfraz Shah will bowl the penultimate over here. Looks like he's going to bowl his medium pace again. Last over of his spell, yeah, second last over of the inning, so can't bowl anymore. Nandu, number 99, standing here on the boundary. I wonder why it's 99, probably because he's never got 100. All right, running into bowl. Batsman moving around his crease. Off the splice of the bat, they're going to run fast, they're going to turn. But Nandu's a good fielder, he's only going to get 1 single out of that, so. I don't know if you can see on the stream, but those umpire stumps, they're very crooked right now. They're like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So we have Tushar on strike. He's 5 off 2 balls. He does have a boundary. And the veteran will be looking to hit a few more boundaries before the end of this inning. So let's see. I think at this stage of the innings for ECCC, you're just going to try and hit out every ball. So I'll be surprised if he leaves or blocks it. And there's a swing across the line. They're going to get an easy single. They're going to turn. And they run back for the second. Well taken by Anil, but completed 2 runs. So it's going to take us up to 142. We have 10 balls remaining in the innings. Thanks for tuning in, guys. 18 people watching at the moment. We will we'll be streaming until for another 2 hours at the end of this match. Okay, let's see what Tushar can do. In runs a bowler. Tushar swings. It's very high. Nandu's here on the boundary. And he has safe hands. Nandu, the captain from Titans, he takes the catch. So Tushar will be out. caught by Nandu Vishnu, who's been really involved in this match. He has a few good catches and 3 wickets with the ball. Let's see, new batsman's going to be Mohit. Mohit Kumar will be on strike. Oh no, the batsman did cross, so it looks like Vishal will be on strike, but Mohit's going to join him at the other end. And we'll see what sort of damage they can do. So we have 9 balls remaining, 142 the score. I wonder if the guys can push through for 150, 160. Like, every run is super important here. Hit scorecard quickly for 1 second. How many extras will it show? Yeah, once again, 17 extras so far this innings, which has been a big number. The teams that have won today traditionally have bowled very few extras. I know the Cannons earlier on only bowled 3 in their innings, and I know that the Titans earlier on in the day did the same sort of thing. So he bowls through, and they're going to run through for a single. It's going to get Vishal 1. Vishal moves to 13 off 5 deliveries. So total being 143 for 7. We'll have to see how they're going to finish this. So we have 8 balls to go in the innings. Stephen Smith returns the key. We're going to commentate whatever we see around here. Barrett with his broken hamstring sitting over there on the sideline. Hey, Barrett. It's okay. Okay, Mohit left-handed. Let's see what he can produce. 2 balls left in the over. Any runs? Short of the length. Hit down the ground. There's going to be 1. They're going to be in and out. And no, actually, the batsman set up for 1. It's well fielded in the outfielder there by... Who is that? 144. 1 more ball left in the over. Vishal will be going for a big hit here. Guaranteed. 7 balls to go. He'll be trying to capitalise as much as he can. The crowd are milling. They want a 6. They taste blood. He bowls it up. And nope, it's going to be hit along the ground. Stroked along the ground down to long on. Nandu's the fielder there. And just a single is going to be completed. So at the end of the 19th over, the score is 145 for 7. Last over and 145. So 160 is still on, but let's be honest, 155 is probably more realistic here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We have 19 of you watching at the moment, so really trying to finish off strong ECCC here. They're trying to produce a competitive total. Satchi's going to come in and bowl the last over the innings. Looks like 145. They probably want to hit at least 10 off this over, finish at 155 or 160. I think so far in this tournament, 160 has been a competitive total. Like, that's what people have been chasing, but I think it's very defendable as well. Especially depending on how well your spinners can bowl. Like, that's super important, especially in T20 cricket. The number of dot balls paired with the number of extras. Those are the 2 things that captains definitely want to restrict and look at the best they can. So Vishal's going to be facing here, and who's bowling? Satya's going to bowl. He's already bowled 2 overs and he has number 17, so he'll be wanting to improve in the last over in the innings. So bowls up, medium pace. I'm going to call that. There are some names for deliveries in cricket, and that one's not anything good, so we'll let that one slide. Back in Australia, probably call that a half tracker. Somebody might like to call that one a meat pie. Either way, the result's the same. It's 6 runs to the batsman. And Vishal has moved to 20 off 7 deliveries here, doing the job that the ECCC needed as he comes into bowl again. A lot fuller. Turned it around the corner. So there's a single. And they're going to run for 2. Mohit's going to motor, and he's going to be safe. So 2 runs to the batsman. That's going to take Vishal up to 22 off 8. The total will be 153, 4 balls to go. I think 160 is going to be on the mark. I could be pretty close. Let's see what Satya can do. So Satya will want to restrict as much as he can. I find personally in T20 cricket, every ball you aim for a dot or a 1. That's the most important part. As a bowler, you feel like you've won the battle if it's a dot or a single. So let's see what the finish will be here. Vishal looking to hit some more runs. He stays still, hits the ball, and that's going to be a 6. That's going to be a maximum. You can probably hear from the cheer of the crowd that it's going to be a 6. So that's going to take the total to 159. And these last 4 overs have been a really bit of explosiveness for ECCC here. They've really turned it around for the last little part. Yeah, 159 for 7. 3 deliveries to go. Can they get 170? Will they be able to push that last final little edge? Vishal himself moved up to 28 from 9 deliveries. Could be the best strike rate of the tournament so far in terms of 10 balls faced. If you're Nandu and the Titans here, you're really looking for a dot or a single. They are going to make some changes in the field, which is probably smart. Looks like putting the third man back is probably going to want to try and bowl wider outside the off stump. If you have this field right now that I see, he has a third man, a deep cover, a long off. He's going to be bowling short and wide outside off. And he runs. Shortest wide, it's outside off. Someone would have thought I know what I'm talking about. Field in the deep, down here at third man, it's just going to be a single. So, yep, 2 balls to go. 160 is the total right now. What do you reckon, guys? Drop your comments in. 2 balls to go. 2 balls to go. Drop your comments in. I'm going to say 5 runs off these 2 balls. Actually, no, I'm going to say 7. I'm going to say 6 and a single this ball, then we'll finish with a 6. So Mohit to face this delivery is going to try and hit a single. In comes a bowler, delivering the ball. Mohit hits the ball, and it's going to be a 6. The ECCC crowd are going to love it. Mohit, the new player, he's one of the younger players, and the guys give him a lot of support. So there's the 6 I called. Now we just need a single from the last ball to get to 167. Mohit, new to the league, a young keeper batsman from St Mary's University. Okay, 1 delivery to go. 166 for 7 right now. Sachin will want to finish strong. He delivers a ball, and it's actually a dot ball to finish. So that's going to be the end of the innings. I'll make sure Harshit, the scorer here, has wrapped up, and then I'll go through the scorecard. Feel good? Can you go give me a scorecard? Yeah, put this up first. Oh, you can bring it up here, right? 166. Yeah. Oh, someone just took it. Yeah, I can get it here as well if you like. All right, so 166 for 7 off the 20 overs. I will go through the numbers now for anyone playing at home that wants to hear. Okay, you can see it on your screen right now. So I'll go through the batting here. Emmett opened the innings with Konak, and Emmett scored 26 off 18 deliveries. Emmett had 2 4s and 2 6s, strike rate of 144. It's a great start. Konak, who was one of the batsmen of the tournament before now, he scored 15 from 23. So he had a slow start today, and he was run out by a direct hit from Naddeep in the deep. Okay, Neil Patel was the next batsman. He was caught at point by Sri. He scored 7 off 8 balls. Mandeep, who just got out in the final overs, he scored 24 off 22. He had 3 boundaries, no 6s. Arun, the left-handed captain from ECCC, he scored 19 off 24. Surprisingly for Arun, no boundaries today, which is rare for him. Rakesh, who did a great job, 15 off 11. Tushar, who came in at the end trying to swing the veteran, he had 7 off 4. And Vishal was the winner so far. He hit 29 off just 10 deliveries, almost a strike rate of 300. He hit 1 4 and 3 6s, so very well done by the bottom order. And Mohit, at the end, you saw him hit a 6, you saw him have a dot ball, he did a bit of everything. 7 off 3. We go through the bowling now for the Titans. Opening the bowling was Sarfraz and Satya. Sarfraz 4 overs, 2 for 32. Satya 3 overs, number 38. Ended up being a little expensive there, especially bowling that last over. Sri Kushik, 3 overs for 16. Nandu, the captain, 4 overs, 3 for 29. Pradeep had 2 overs, number 17. And Sri Krishna, 4 overs, 1 for 30. So final total, 166 for 7. 17 extras bowled in the innings, 4 byes, 10 wides, 3 no balls. And we'll be right back after a little break, in which time Halifax Titans will be chasing 168 to win.
Right, innings break.
You're doing it again?
Maybe I'll do 10 more overs.
Quite professional.
I've done it before. Maybe this is happening. Unless the microphone is dead, maybe. Is it on or no? Yeah, now we're on. Okay. So that's a single, played down to third man. And it's actually going to be no ball and then a free hit. So no ball and a single. Yeah. All right, so you can turn that off. Wait, what did you say?
What?
Okay, so one delivery left. The commentary is back on, guys, and we have Anil going to face up. Yeah. Current score 25 of 2.4 overs. So in he goes to Anil, who has a big swing, and it's going to be a dot ball off the pad. Yeah, apologies for the mistake with the microphone there, but we are back live again. This one, right? Okay, thank you, Shruti. Thank you for the heads up in the first place. I think I accidentally hit the mute button, so it was my mistake. Okay, we are 2.5 overs. We're number 25, and Kishan is doing an okay job. 1.5 overs, number 13. Comes in to deliver now. Anil's playing a shot. Oh, and Amit, he has dropped a catch. It is fielded in the deep, and the batsman will only get a single, but the slip fielder, super important. We did talk about it earlier that quite often there's never slip catches taken here, and that's once again the same thing. A thick edge from Anil and Amit. Amit, the veteran, he's put it down, so 2 hands for beginners there, mate. The end of 3 overs, we have none for 26. Hardip is on 17, and Anil is on. Mandeep. 49 is Mandeep. Yeah. So Keir's here. Okay, 3 overs in, 26 for none, so they're going at 9 and over. Target is 8 and over, so they're right on target right now. So let's say it's a good start. Once again, if you're watching and you want to drop a comment, let me know who you're cheering for. Let me know who you think's going to win. I'm going to start here for the first 10 overs, and then I think Puresh is going to come and finish the 10 in the commentary. So once again, if you're just joining us, it's the final game in the Deo Cup for 2020 here in Nova Scotia Cricket. And he's delivered the flighted ball, and it's going to be out. That is a caught and bowled by Mandeep, but he might have hurt himself in the process. Anil has hit the ball in the air. Caught Mandeep. And that's a caught and bowled, so... New batsman for the Titans here is going to be Navdeep Singh to bat with Hardeep Singh. And I'll sing that name all night long. Mandeep good. Once again, proven to be a deadly bowler. He has bowled 7 balls and has a wicket. There was a big 6 last over, but now it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. All right, guys, so that's going to be a wicket, and it's very hot. It looks like Mandeep's actually staying down for right now, so let's see if he can get back up and continue his over. Looked like he rolled his ankle, maybe. We will continue when the guys are ready. Looks like he's got back to his feet and is walking, so he must be fine. So as we said, the new batsman is Navdeep. He will be on strike. Mandeep will be bowling his 8th ball. ECCC will want him to be good to continue because he's a very important part of their bowling lineup. So Looks like it's okay. Puresh ran out the magic spray and he's fine. It's a little bit of ankle issues, but he looks good to go. This guy Navdeep, he's a big guy. I think he can hit a big ball if he gets onto it. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Once again, the follow wicket was a score is 26 for 1. So follow wicket at 26. Mandeep to continue. Running in, flights the ball a bit slower. Mandeep on the back foot is cutting. And you can't see on screen, it probably flew off the screen on the camera, but the outfield here is super slow and the batsman continue for 2 runs. So gets off the ball gets off the mark with the 2. Navdeep played in a powerful cut shot that because of the outfield here only goes for 2 runs. Mandeep to continue, in he comes. How will he deliver it? Slow, it's half the pitch, and he's played it down the ground. It's long off. And it goes for a single, so Navdeep there, honestly, he's played through the shot too early. When a leg spinner bowls a half tracker, you really have to wait for the ball to get to you to try and play it with more power. He's gone through the shot too early, and that's why it's gone along the ground to mid-off, sorry. But here we go, Mandeep's going to continue. Length ball, and cut shot, straight to the fielder, and the batsman will continue, no runs. So that's going to be a dot. Mandeep, 1.4 overs, 1 for 13, the over. 3 overs and a wicket so far, so much better than the first over for Mandeep. Let's see if he can continue consistently. And he comes, he bowls it, and it's short of a length, and he has pumped that away. You can hear the crowd cheering, but we'll just wait and hear what the umpire says. Wait for confirmation of the umpire. It was very close to either a 4 or a 6. It's being called a 6, so another big 6 to Hardeep. That takes 3 sixes to the innings for him. This batsman wants to score all the runs himself, so if he can continue at that rate, he'll be doing a very good job. 23 off 13 deliveries. Strike rate of 175. Score goes to 35 for 1 after 3.5 overs. In comes Mandeep to bowl. And it's respected by him. He's left it for a dot, and that will end the over. So after 4 overs, we have 35 for 1. 4 overs completed. 4 overs, 35.
One wicket.
Okay, batsman calling for a helmet, and Kishan Patel will continue. He's bowled 2 overs, none for 14.
Yes.
It's a good start. Required right now is 132 off 96 balls, so 16 overs to go, 132 more runs required. Right now it's early days, but I think Titans are slightly on top, but it's really too much in the balance to tell right now. It'll depend on Kishan's over here. If Kishan can bowl a good over and continue the run rate down, it's going to be down the leg side, that one. It's going to be a wide. I'm not sure if you know that. This is the wide rule in cricket, where anything down the leg side in this competition is going to be called a wide. Anything off the pitch on the offside is going to be called a wide. Any ball that doesn't hit the synthetic part of the pitch is going to be called a no ball. Okay, so that's how it's going to continue. Kishan will look to fix his line here. Really needs to be consistent. We talk about it a lot, but extras are super important to keep them to a minimum throughout T20 cricket. As he runs in, was a full delivery. He's edged it. And it's gone down the leg side. We have a chase in the deep, but it's hit the cones. That's going to be 4 runs. That is Navdeep scoring 4 runs. Takes his score to 7 off 3. Hardeep at the other end, 23 off 14. Kishan, 2.1 overs, none for 19. Gorgeous afternoon here at the Commons Cricket Ground here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The final match of the Deo Cup T20 competition, hosted by the Nova Scotia Cricket Association. As that ball was punched to mid-wicket. To misfield it, so they'll batsman run through for a single. The winner of this will will take the trophy. That shows a celebration for a great man in Halifax cricket, Nova Scotian cricket. Okay, bowler's going to run in again. Bowls a short of length ball. He's played the cut shot. And Mayang's let it go through his legs again, so there's a single. I know if you're watching at home, but there's probably been 4 or 5 runs that have been misfielded so far. Super important part of ground fitting the infield. If you're in the infield, you're there to stop singles. If you're on the boundary, you're there to stop boundaries. Like, if they're getting ones to you, it means you've got to look at something in your game, whether your hands aren't low enough, whether your eyes off the ball. Super important things to get you to stop the ball and to be attacking it a bit. All right, then he goes, delivers. That's going to be a no ball. Like I said in the explanation just before, any ball that bounces on the grass is going to be automatically called a no ball. Batsman can't get caught, can't get run out, can't get any wicket. Well, you can get run out, sorry, but no other wicket, no other way of dismissal of a no ball. All the guys here from both clubs being super into it and super excited. Kishan's running into bowl again. It's a Yorker and it's well played. Just batted back to the bowler. We will see. 2.4 overs now for 22. Economy of 8, so for his 2 balls left in the over here. Let's see how Kishan can do it. He want no extras and he want a dot or a 1. That's the goal always. And he runs on the pitch, so the umpire's going to call that a dot. 1 ball left in the over. Let's see what's going to happen here. One ball left. Here he comes in to run. Batsman waiting contently for him. And it goes under the bat, and it's going to be a dot ball to finish. So after a bit of a wary start.
43.
8 off the over. That takes the total to 43 for 1 after 5. Yeah. After 5 overs, 43 for 1. Be interesting to see what they do here, Arun. 1 over left in the power play. So if you don't know the power play in cricket, it means the first 6 overs, you can only have 2 fielders outside the inner circle. The idea of this is to give the batsman more responsibility and the ability to hit the ball in the air and hit the ball for boundaries, which is what people want to see. Vishal? Looks like we have a new bowler coming into the attack. Now it's going to be Vishal Patel. We had Kishan Patel, we've got Vishal Patel. We've got Hardeep Singh, we've got Navdeep Singh. We have 2 families playing this match right now. Let's see how they can do it. I know for a fact that Vishal Patel bowled really well in the first game today. I feel like he had 2 for 8 off 4 overs, or 2 for 9, something like that, something crazy. Some awesome figures. Let's see. 43 for 1 after 5 overs. Super curious to know whether they can restrict him here. The Titans chasing here. East Coast total earlier on of 166 for 7. 160 seems to be a pass score at this field, so super important. Sun is shining, it is hot. And Vishal will start his spell for the afternoon, running into bowl now. Delivers short of the length, and it's cut again through the air, over the reaching hands of Neil Patel, and it's going to go for 4, so. It's going to be Hardeep Singh. It's his first 4 as in a boundary as in a 4 off the innings. 1 4 and 3 sixes. He goes up to 28 off 16 deliveries. 166 is a target that you really want to push the whole innings for. So the first 6 overs, you really want to score at 10 or 12 and over to take pressure off the back end. Let's see how Vishal can go. See if he can come back and bowl a good delivery. Running into bowl. Delivers the ball. It's a bit fuller, but he's played it down the ground. And it's gone all the way for 6. So Hardeep Singh swinging through the line of the ball, and he hits his 4th 6 of the innings. So the takes the total to 53 for 1. And the first 2 balls of the over have been gone for 10 runs here. So Vishal Patel, after me bigging him up, I've given him a bit of the commentator's curse. And straight away he's getting demolished, to be honest. Someone come in to talk to the bowler, Konak, I think, has come in to have a few words of advice. Don't know why he's not a bowler, so I don't know what sort of advice you can offer him. I'm sure it was good, though. I'm sure it was worth it. Here is Vishal. 2 balls, 2 boundaries. What will Hardeep Singh do? Will he go again? Is he going 3 for 3? No, but yeah, it's a wide delivery down the leg side. So still 2 deliveries, but now 11 runs off it. We want to see what's going to happen here because as of right now, I have to admit the Titans are looking to do it. Swings to the ball, that's a 4. Like it might have been a 6. No, it's 4. It's a 4. It's a 4.
Yeah, it's a boundary. It's a 4, man.
They're just going to double check to see whether it's a 4 or a 6. Yep, confirmed by the fielder. It's a 4. So first 3 balls of the over, 4, 6, 4, and a wide there as well. So off three legal deliveries, 15 runs. Taking the total to 58 for 1 off 5.3. Runs required, 109 off 87. Guys, I tell you what, ECCC are in a little bit of trouble here. They'll need a couple of wickets. Runs in again, short of the length, and it's a dot ball. So Hardeep lucky there because Hardeep knows with the power he's been hitting it at, he can take a few balls just to block and get his iron. So he doesn't need to try and swing at every delivery here. Michelle trying to come back after getting quite really pumped, to be honest. Let's see what his 5th ball of the over is going to be. Running in. Delivers on the length and prodded to cover for a single. Okay, so he's 39 now off 20 deliveries. So he's almost gone at 200 right now, Hardeep. Navdeep is now on strike. He is 8 off 8. And Vishal, number 16 off 5 balls. Let's see if he can tidy up the end of this over. Delivers, it's fuller. And it's a dot ball, so that's the end of the over. At the end of the 6th over, we have 59 for 1. 5 overs completed, 59 for 1. 6 overs, actually. All right, let's see what Aaron, the captain, is going to do here for the East Coast Cricket Club. All the brains will come together to have a brains trust, as seems to happen in Halifax cricket. Apparently, there's like 7 captains at once, which is great. I don't know what things people think that other people don't think, but here we go. The brains trust from ECCC are going to talk about it. Mandeep. Yeah, from the other end. Mandeep, yeah. I'm certain this is Mandeep. Yeah, thank you. So Mandeep was change ends here. He's going to bowl from the Hospital Street end here at the Halifax Commons Cricket Grounds. 2 ends. This end being the Hospital Street end, the other end being the Mackay Bridge end. Yeah, after 10 over, 4 overs, okay? Yeah. And that's a big swing there, first ball of the over. It is a dot ball though, so at the end of 6, we have 59 for 1. 108 runs required off 83 balls, so Mandeep with a sore ankle is going to bowl his overs out. I just heard from Arun, the captain, and then he's probably going to come and rest. Delivers his second ball. It's on the length. Once again, played with hard hands by the batsman, and it's gone in the air, so once again, when playing spin, it's really important to try and soften your hands as a batsman. That means the ball's going to go down before it goes up. A lot of times, young players and other players will get in trouble by playing with hard hands and hitting the ball in the air. Let's see, Mandeep delivers his 3rd ball of the over. 2 dots. It's a bit higher. Played with a square bat. It's gone out to deep mid-wicket. Probably off the screen now. 2 fielders coming around, and well fielded by Arun, the captain. But the batsman complete 2 runs in the meantime. Taking the total to 61 for 1. 6.3 overs. Ball short of the length, played out to deep cover, and it'll just be a single. Takes Habdeep to 42. Yeah, Mandeep hurt his ankle at the end of the last over, so he's going to bowl his 4 overs straight up, and he's going to come and rest. Arun just here on camera if you can see him. If not, he's number 5 from the yellow team, East Coast Cricket Club. He's the captain. A lot of pressure after he got pumped in the first game today, so he'll want a good recovery in this second match. In comes Mandeep to bowl. He's flighted it. It's gone above the headline, but they are going to take a single. As it's played out to mid-wicket, we have Amit Patel fielding there. Amit, Daddy, they like to call him. He fields the ball. Batsman crossed for a single. 1 ball left in the over. We have Mandeep so far, 2.5 overs, 1 for 23. So a little bit over 8 and over. It's above the eye line again, and will it go past? Yes, it will. So there'll be a single. So 5 off the over. Really good over by Mandeep again. So if they have a few overs of 5, they can put pressure on later overs in the innings.
103 of 78.
7 overs into the innings, guys. So I'll be doing another 3 overs of commentary. Then Purush will come in and finish off the match and the Deo Cup. If you're just looking at the screen now, we have Hardeep Singh out there batting. He's in the white floppy hat. He's on 43 off 25. We have Navdeep Singh. He is now with no hat. He was wearing a helmet.
Who's the bowler? Who's the bowler?
That's all right. Oh, Aaron. Okay, so Aaron, the captain, putting on himself to bring himself on now. I know in the first match today he had four overs for 43, so he's definitely going to want to do better than that today in the second match. Let's see, he is a left-arm orthodox bowler, so he'll be bowling his round-the-wicket lines into the batsman. Hardeep, 43 of 25, will be on strike. He'll be looking to convert to a 50. Earlier results today, we know that in the first match of the day, Halifax Cricket Club Cannons were able to beat East Coast Cricket Club in a close finish. And first ball from Arun, and he has cleaned him up. That is clean bowled. So bowls left arm orthodox into the pads, strikes from the pads and onto the wickets. So that is the dangerous Hardeep, and he is out for 43 from 26 deliveries. A great start for the Halifax Titans here, and did the job as what he needs to do as an opening batsman. The new batsman is going to be Jinu Samuel. He is a monstrous man. He reminds me a bit of Rakeem Cornwall. He is going to be a big hitter, I think, and I think he's going to have one intention out there, which is going to be swing as hard as he can. Well batted from Hardeep as he comes off, 43 from 26. Jinu Samuel, I can't see him blocking the ball. He is a Hulk. He's big. So Aaron's first wicket of this innings comes a wicket. Well bowled. Guys in the chat, with that wicket, it probably squares the game for a little bit. I noticed the captain from the Titans, Nandu, who's still padded up. He's yet to come, and he's probably going to be the key wicket this afternoon in this innings. When he decides to put himself in, he's normally the guy that's going to score a lot of runs for them. Say hello to YouTube, Tara. Say hello to YouTube. Now get off the screen, please. No, actually go. Or Nova Scotia's live Facebook page. Don't give him the finger. That's going to be on there forever. Oh, he's on a hat trick here. Second wicket in 2 balls.
There's 19 viewers.
Yeah, right now. So, back on touch now. 64 for 3. What's he want?
Oh, scissors, yeah.
Find Purush and tell him they need scissors. Just tell Purush he'll be able to find them. New batsman is going to be Nandu. Nandu Vishnu, the captain here from the Titans, he has chosen now to go in. The score at 64 for 3. 7.2 overs in, and they take their third wicket. Arun, 2 wickets and 2 balls if you're just tuning in. He is going for a hat trick. If we play in 10 bowling, he's going for a turkey. We will see if he can get 3 out of 3. The last batsman there, Sinu, only be able to get a golden duck. We've had 2 deliveries in the over, and it's going to be wickets. Thanks, Shruti, and thanks, guys. You ready? Harsha, thanks, guys. I like the comments. If you show your support in the comment section, like the guys will definitely be watching the matches again later. It's going to be on YouTube for everyone to watch, so feel free to watch it and add your support. Nandu, the captain from Titans, coming to the wicket now. So if I'm going to be honest, in my honest opinion, right now, this is the partnership right here. Nandu and Navdeep, they're the two that are going to want to score probably another 80 of the 102 runs required. Okay, Nandu faces up. This is a hat-trick delivery, so if he gets this, it's 3 wickets and 3 balls. He delivers, it's full. Nandu, soft hands. See the soft hands there in the defensive shot? Means the ball goes to the ground, so that's a dot. Although it started the over, wicket, dot, and this is a turning point. I'm going to say before this over, the Titans were on top. But as of right now, it's definitely turned back to ECCC. As he goes down on one knee and he plays a sweep shot. And he'll just get a single out to deep backward square. So Nandu off the mark, that's a single to him. Bringing Navdeep back onto strike. And the game right in the balance, 65 for 3. In comes Arun, bowls the ball, it's short, and he's played a cut shot through covers. Chased by the outfielder, and he has misfielded it. Once again, the fielding is going to be a deciding factor here, where that goes to 4. Navdeep moves to 13 off 11. So we have 69 for 3. Nice. Yep, 8 overs in. 1 delivery to go here in the 8th. In comes Arun, delivers, it's full, it's fast, and it's a dot ball from Navdeep, so respect to the bowler there. But Arun will be very happy. His first over, he takes 2 for 5, so a great turnaround and a great change from the first match of the day where he got pumped. We will see what will happen here with the bowlers. It will be a bowling change. Nope, still Mandeep. Mandeep will bowl his 4th over. 8. If you're just tuning in, the score required, 98 runs from 72 balls, so 12 overs remaining for 98. Looks like they need 8 and over, if my math is pretty close, 8.1 or 8.2. Nandu on strike now. As I said before, this is a massive wicket for the Titans. Yeah, he's injured, so he wants to bowl his 4th over, then he wants to come off. So Mandeep will bowl out. Normally they'll save him overs for later in the innings, but he's going to bowl his 4th here. He delivers in above the eye line, and it's played out to cover. Well fielded by the fielder there. And dot ball to start Mandeep's final over here. It is a big call by them using Mandeep's overs up super early, but we'll see how it goes. Second ball to be delivered. Flights it again, and Nandu's going to just dot it out. In some T20 cricket, the batsmen are just going to play out the bowlers and wait because they know that there's going to be 1 or 2 really special bowlers, but the rest they can target. So Mandeep, 2 balls, 2 dots this over, but Nandu just getting his eye in. As he comes in, he delivers. Same again. Backs away and he cuts it, but it's straight to point. So we have a dot ball. 3 balls, 3 dots. They're really trying to tighten it up here. Let's see what they can do. Mandeep walking in. It's actually flighted a bit higher on the back foot. Now this will be another dot, so 4 dots. 2 balls left in the over. Mandeep so far with figures of 3.4 overs, 1 for 24. Nandu, the new batsman, is 1 off 6 deliveries. Throws up higher. It's a drive, and it's a dot ball. Nandu, I don't know. I don't think he's going to feel the pressure yet. He's an experienced batsman, and he knows that this is Mandeep's last over, so he knows when Nandu's bowled this over, he's going to get some medium pace, and the medium pace are the ones you want to target on this sort of field. In comes Mandeep. It's flatter. It's hit through the covers, and this time they'll take the single. So he threw away the maiden. Mandeep's 4 overs will be completed, and he will have 1 for 25. So just gone to tick over 6 and over, 6.25 runs per over for Mandeep. And he will come off the field now with a sore ankle. As it looks like Arun is going to continue. Arun, after a successful first over, will continue here. First over, if you're just tuning in, he had 2 for 5 with 2 consecutive bold deliveries. He'll be bowling here to Nandu, who just hit a single off the last ball of the last over. Yes, Ruthie, it was an amazing over. Just run 1 coming from it. So Nandu on strike. Arun around the wicket. It's a full toss, but it's down leg. It's going to be a wide. Once again, as I said earlier, anything down leg in this competition is going to be called a wide by the umpire. Let's see what Arun can produce. Comes in for the second ball. Full top, bit fuller, more like a half volley. Oh, and the bowler and Ahmed have both missed that. As a Titan batsman can cross for a single. So 1 ball in, 2 runs off it. It's going to be 72 for 3. There's going to be 95 required from 65 balls. So they're still under 10 and over, which is a favoured number here in T20 cricket. Arun delivers, and just wide of the fielder. Navajip hitting it through to deep extra cover, and he'll go for a single. He moves to 14 from 12. And Arun will have still 4 deliveries left in this over after he bowled the wide first ball. So Nandu facing up. Arun tosses up on a good length, played around the corner, and it's going to be a single to Nandu. Leg by, yeah. So leg by to the batsman there. The leg by goes to the fielding team score. Arun delivers. It's a full toss. Oh, an outreach and Mayank just can't grab onto it. He got a finger to it. It was catchable, but he just can't hold on. So Navdeep is given a chance there, and he hits a single. Navdeep moves to 15 off 11 deliveries as Arun bowls to Nandu. And it's going to be a dot. It's going to be a dot ball. So we have 1 ball left in the 10th over. At the end of this over, Puresh will be coming back into the commentary box. I've had fun, guys. Thank you for letting me thanks for letting me commentate today. It's been good fun. Arun delivers, and it's down the leg side. It is a wide, so he'll get me for 1 extra ball here. I'm going to finish the over off. I'm going to do the wrap, and then I'm going to hand over to Puresh, who will take over for the last 10 overs and the completion of the Dinarang Cup here in Nova Scotia cricket in Halifax. As Arun bowls, he goes back and up, and Nandu hits it to cover to Point, who is well fielded, and it's going to be a dot ball. So at the completion of the 10th over, we have 76 for 3. The batsman required 91 more runs and 60 balls, and here is Puresh. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Jared.
It's good fun, man. I like it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all your wonderful insights. Thank you, Jerry. All right, we're back on. Last 10 overs. Thank you, Jared, for pitching in on the commentary. So the equation for the 3 teams that are in contention for the championship, even after 10 overs, for the last 10 overs of the last game of Deo Cup, are ECC, who have to win the game and they win the championship. If Titans win the game in the 20th over, then Halifax Cannons wins the championship. If Titans win before the 20th over, so anything before the 19th over ends, Titans will take the championship. And this is based on my understanding after talking to the Titans players and a couple of other people doing some calculations. This is not an official stat or an analysis or based on any intelligence. Amit comes into the attack. Amit
comes into with his off cutters. Nandu slashes is on the off, and Neil grabs this one. ECC over the years have always gone back to Amit for crucial overs whenever they've wanted to either slow the run rate or take a quick wicket, and Amit has always delivered like he has when he has the bat in his hand. Outside the off, Nandu slashes it to deep extra cover. They come in for a single. Nandu, I'm sure, is playing with an attitude to play the entire innings, and Navdeep may take some risks from here on. And he started with that. Arun's going for the catch, and Arun does not get to it. Arun tries his best. He always backs himself, but the wind took the ball over the boundary line for a six. When I look around, I think the ECC players are not too happy with how things have gone. Even though Titans are 3 wickets down, ECC knows it has to do something special, break a partnership, or get Navdeep out at least to come back into the game. And pitching outside the pitch is not going to help their cause. Final ball of the delivery. Navdeep gave respect. At the end of the over, 9 overs to go. Titans are 84 for 3, chasing 167. I thought it's 84. Oh, it is 85. All right. 85 for 3 after 11 overs. Nandu is taking it slow. 4 runs of 14 deliveries. Perhaps it's about managing Arun from here on. Arun has 2 overs left, 10 overs, 2 wickets. Everybody would back him, and he would back himself to take another wicket here to, to break this budding partnership. And Nandu, under pressure, goes down the pitch. Slog sweep. It's a boundary. Goes between cow corner and deep square leg. Fetching back the ball. Nandu is a seasoned cricketer. He knows how to pace his innings. He's been in enough chases to know how and when he would want to accelerate. And Nandu goes right down the pitch, and it's a huge six. There you go. 4 of 14 turns into 14 of 16. He's picking the pace here. Change in commentary has helped Nandu. I can tell you that. Thanks again to Cricket Clubs for making all of this happen. Thank you to all the people who've organized the Dev Narayan Cup. Thank you to all the umpires. Thank you to our dedicated scorer, Harshit, for being absolutely on the money with scoring every ball of all 6 games of the Dev Narayan Cup. Thank you. Thank you, Harshit. 12 runs off this overs already. 3 balls up. And Nandu punches it to the offside, to deep extra cover for a single. It's not every day that you think of a batsman waiting for a bowler like Arun to come in and get into the attack. But I think Arun getting hit in the first game in the morning is still playing on his mind. Was right behind the keeper. Let's see what the umpire umpire decision is, and it hit from the bat, so that goes into Nandu's score. Arun bowls full this time outside the off stump. Nandu gives it the respect, takes a single, nice drive, and Titans are 100 up, 67 more needed of 8 overs. It is very exciting to see the Dev Narayan Cup sixth game coming this close, and the championship can still be of ECC, of Cannons, or of Titans. And from way the game's going on, I think Titans have their destiny in their own hands. Amit is back into the attack as long as he bowls the pitches on the pitch. Looks like there's some confusion with the fielder. Let's go on with the game, folks. Nandu is now 18 of 20 deliveries. Navdeep 23 of 20. Amit wants to bowl a very tight over, I'm sure. But he bowls short. Nandu goes back, pulls it. Atul does a great job with a diving effort, saves the ball from deep cow corner. Titans are able to sneak 2 runs out of this. And Amit bowls length on top of the off stump. Nandu nudges it for a single. And it was almost a chance for an overthrow. But Tushar saved it in the end. Could be anybody's game. Tilted in Titans' favor, though, to be honest. Or as some people told me, made the most deserving team win. And here we go, a little short of length, and of the pulls it, splitting the long on and cow corner fielders. And these are the sort of boundaries you look for in every over while you're still nudging and taking your singles and doubles. You keep your required run rate in place. They need 60 of 7.2 overs now. It was outside the off stump, full. Navdeep heaved through it, went up to went to long off. No ball, and it was a no ball. It landed outside the pitch. Uncharacteristic of Amit to do that in consecutive overs. Outside the off stump again, Nandu slashes at it, lofts a square drive, and the fielder gets it for a couple of runs, and Mohit with a rare miss, but the batsmen don't capitalize or steal another run from it. Last ball of the over, 56 still needed from 7.1 overs. And that goes straight to cow corner to Atul for a single. And that's the end of the over. And just to bring up the bowling stats, we have Kishan who has an over left. Mandeep has finished his 4 overs for 25 runs and 1 wicket. Vishal went for too many runs, 16 runs. Let's see if he comes back in the death overs. Arun has 1 over left, and Amit has bowled 2 overs and has two left. So, looking at the scorecard, they would still need a new bowler to come in and bowl a couple of overs for them. It could be Atul, it could be Tushar, and they're having a chat about that. And I think it's Vishal coming into the attack. Vishal had a tough start, gave 16 runs in his first over, but they're banking on him for a comeback or at least to take a wicket. If not, bowled a tight over. 55 needed off 7 overs. Very exciting. Almost everybody from all the clubs, even from clubs that are not playing the final game, are all here in and around the boundary, excited and anticipating who's going to be the winner of the Deo Cup. First ball from Vishal, a little short, but he has the right field in place now. Nandu pulls it over to cow corner for a single. Navdeep will now face Vishal, who's hoping to make a comeback with his second over. Navdeep's looking over on the offside. He may want to attack the gap. There's only one fielder on the offside right now, but it was a full delivery on the stumps. Goes in, and Nandu sneaks in 2 runs off Arun. ECC will not like that at all. Great fitness by Nandu, and Navdeep made it back safely. Vishal to Navdeep. Outside the off stump, he slashed at it, and as I said, he utilized the gap in the field on the offside, went right up to the boundary. Tushar saved it, brought it back, and with almost all the ECC players wearing the same shoes, it's really difficult to know who's fielding what, how to make the best effort. Vishal's back, bowling to Navdeep, 117 for 3, 13.3 overs. 50 now needed of 6.3 overs. We are off to the final leg of the last match of the Dev Narayan Cup. It was a length delivery outside the off stump. Navdeep went for it, got a single, stayed within the 30-yard circle. Vishal to Nandu. Oh, short of length on the offside. Mohit goes for it. And the supremely fit Mohit couldn't save a single from being scored. Navdeep back in the crease comfortably. ECC tried Amit as their juggler, their partnership broker, but weren't successful. Let's see who bowls in after Vishal. Vishal to Navdeep. Navdeep sits on the pitch. Hits it straight back to Arun on long on. 47 needed from 6 overs, and we'll just bring up the batting stats. Hardeep gave a great start to Titans, scoring 43 of 26 deliveries, with Navdeep playing second fiddle, giving him the strike. And now both Nandu and Navdeep are upping up the ante. So we have Kishan now bowling what I think is his last over of his spell. 3 overs for 22 runs. If he can bowl a tight over or take a wicket, ECC would be very pleased with this decision, especially when Amit wasn't able to deliver the goods. Actions back in the game. 47 needed of 6 overs, just under 8 runs and over. And it was a full toss. Navdeep maybe was waiting for another delivery and couldn't capitalize on it. Any other player would have gone for a shot for a boundary on this loose full toss. Kishan has been another good find. His debut season in Halifax, playing at the Commons, still learning his trade, getting to know the right pitch of the ball, the right pace. Bowls outside the off stump, full to Nandu. Nandu hits it straight back at Arun for a single. Nobody would mind these singles. Titans would be happy to get closer to the score, and ECC would be happy containing the boundaries. And here comes Navdeep. He gives it the charge, but the ball was full outside the off stump. Navdeep had to really sweep for it. But because he probably plays with a, a strong bottom hand, he couldn't reach the ball outside the off stump. Oh, and misses again. What an over this is turning out to be. Kishan has been able to contain them. 4 deliveries, only 2 runs so far in this over. If Kishan keeps his head straight, bowls to his field, and he bowls another delivery in the block hole. Navdeep cannot do anything but hit it over to Neil, who misfields a little, but by that time, Nandu is back in the crease. Titans need 44 from 5.1 overs, and they have about 4 big hitters who would love to get into the field right now and close the match for Titans. Looks like Dinesh Kadam is the batsman going in next, and I also see Satya padded up, and I see KSK padded up as well. Satya and KSK in the first game against Avengers. Victory from the cause of defeat, and it was because of their heroic efforts that Titans are in a position right now to fight for the championship with 5 overs to go. Titans need 44 runs, and if they want to win the championship, they have to score those 44 runs in 4 overs. They can win the game, but if they win it in 4.1 or 5 overs, Cannons or Halifax Cricket Club take the championship. And at this point, ECC has a very simple objective. Just win the game. If they lose, they're out. If they win, they take the Dev Narayan Cup home. And they retain the Dev Narayan Cup, my correction. They won it last year as well. A dominant victory. And Titans won the Dev Narayan Cup in 2018. After losing their first game horribly, they came back in game 2 and game 3. So both the teams playing on the field right now know how to win the Dev Narayan Cup. Full outside the off stump, goes in to deep cover. Who can own by the time he reaches the ball's already bounced once. Vishal's in the attack. Navdeep's able to take a single. 43 needed off 4.5 overs. This is Vishal's third over. He's made a little comeback after his horrible first over that gave away 16 runs. Vishal to Nandu. outside the off stump again, and he harasses this over Amit, deep extra cover for a boundary. This is where it hurts ECC the most, or any bowling team in a chase, where the batsmen are able to get their singles, sneak in their doubles, and then get in these boundaries once every 2 overs. Titans are getting closer to their target. But remember, they need 39 from 4.4 overs, but in order to win the Deo Cup, they need to score it in 3.4 overs. Vishal to Nandu, bowls him outside the off stump. It was a full delivery, but Nandu goes in for the slog sweep, sorry, over to Kohli, takes a single. Navdeep facing Vishal. At some point, one of them really have to go for a big hit, and maybe this is the over. And Navdeep was just waiting for it. There was no footwork. He was waiting for a short delivery that he could have capitalized on, but he got a full delivery and he couldn't do anything. And before we were gone with the wind, Anto saved us. And as I said, somebody had to go for a big hit. Navdeep waited for this delivery that was short, off length, way outside the off stump, and Navdeep hit a flat six that is now at the skating oval at the Commons. There was a boundary and now a six. Titans now need 32 runs of 4.1 overs, 3.1 if they want to win the championship, 4.1 if they just want to win the game. Vishal to Navdeep. He bowls a slower delivery and goes straight to Arun. He doesn't miss any. Comes straight to Vishal, right on the stumps. Had they gone for 2 runs, one of them would have definitely been run out. 31 of 3 overs if they want to win the Dev Narayan Cup 2020. They need 31 runs from 4 overs, 7.75 run rate. Nandu's on 32 of 30 deliveries, and Navdeep's going strong, 44 of 34 deliveries. ECC, I think, still need a new bowler who hasn't bowled yet, and it is Atul who comes into the attack. They are banking now on Atul to deliver the goods. There was some discussion on the ball whether it had lost its shape or whether the seam was out. I think that's what they're checking now. Or it was something as trivial as fixing a batting grip. Atul has one of the longest run ups in the league, and he has the pace to back it up as well. Hits the deck straight, takes a little while in getting to his line and length, but he has no margin for error now. And it's high in the air. It was a no ball. Goes to Kunark. Let's see what the no ball was for. It was for one of the fielders being outside the 30-yard circle. Something as trivial as that can make you lose the championship. The umpire's no ball is resounded by 12 Titans players to make sure the scorer gets it. And Navdeep hits it straight between, long on and long off, 4 and with that, Navdeep brings up his half century. Well done, young man. Titans now are well on their way to win the match, but can they win the championship? And Navdeep goes at it again. Is it going to be a catch? It is a catch. That was taken. Rakesh took that wonderful catch. A keeper for East Coast, but he was able to judge the ball well, and that was a very important catch, Rakesh. I am sure your team leadership is very happy with this effort. And Atul coming into the attack, his first over in the death overs has worked the trick for Cannons, for East Coast. My apologies. Here comes KSK, and I think with KSK going in, Titans are giving a clear signal that it's all hitting out from here on and play around Nandu. To win the championship, Titans have to score 24 runs off 16 deliveries. And Nandu got a low full toss that he hit fine leg that did not travel across too far, but but Nandu was still able to get 2 runs out of it. 22 runs of 14 deliveries, and the championship hangs in the balance. The Cannons are a relaxed bunch, as it seems, but I'm sure their eyes are on the cup as much as East Coast or Titans do. Outside the off stump, Nandu Nandu tried to sneak in 2 runs. Vishal has a weak throw, and Nandu comfortably gets 2 runs out of it. Now they need 20 runs of 14 deliveries to win the Devnarayan Cup. Yep, I would agree at this stage, Ramakrishna. They just need to keep rotating the strike. Although, as I said, with KSK on the pitch now, I don't think he would be rotating the strike. I think he would just go for the jugular and go for sixes. And Nandu hits it straight to cow corner, and they are scampering for a double, and they get it because the throw is too weak. By the time it got to Mohit, he couldn't do anything about it because Nandu was already back in his crease. Atul took the wicket but has given away 13 runs. One more ball to go. Titans need 18 runs of 13 deliveries. And it looks like at this stage, something that you cannot do is bowl a wide. Atul just bowled a wide. 150 up for Titans. 17 runs more needed of 13 deliveries. And Atul goes back to bowl the extra ball for the over. Some issues with the sound, folks, so we'll just try to do it straight from the laptop. Thank you, Fort Desi Guy, for letting us know. The quality will not be good from here on, but we reached the end of the over. Titans now need 7 runs of 6 deliveries, and there are 2 new batsmen on the crease, Danny and Satyam. Score! 160. What you missed in the commentary was a wonderful running catch by Amit Joshi to get rid of nothing. So very successful over from Tushar. They got the wicket they were looking for. They got the run out. 6 runs of that over. And here comes Arun. For what I think is his last
Bring the field up by. अरे जल्दी आउट हो गया है, रन आउट है. Three runs. 4.3.
Sorry about that, folks. We had some issues with our mic. Hopefully you can hear us now. May not be as good as what you were expecting.
Oh, out catch! Oh, shit.
And
2 more to go in 3 balls.
looks like
ऊपर चले जाओ सारे.
the game is stuck. Just trying to sort out the issue, what we have with the stream.
1. Oh, 2 पे 2. Shit. 2 पे 2. So 8 balls. The next over they can yeah. For net run rate. Wow, what a save. He's coming. MS. Crunch game. Oh. This always happens in this.
And we're back. Titans win
2018
the Deo Cup 2020. Winning their first game. Very close match against Avengers. Losing their second game to Cannons, but then coming back and winning in style against East Coast Cricket Club to put their name engraved on the Dev Narayan Trophy for 2020. Who would have thought? Who would have thought with the first game, Titans chasing 5 overs to go, 4 overs, 60 runs to win. The Titans would be standing and celebrating on Sunday evening, just moments away from a trophy. And here you see the celebrations that are on there with Titans. Huge cheer, a huge roar from Titans.
You have to do the post presentation. Well played, guys. Good game, boys.
Calling on to their win. This was a wonderful effort by everybody. And here comes the visual. Happy faces. All what we look for at the end of and we're very happy to see. We are very thankful to Titans for giving us a great coverage, a great performance over the 2 days to win the Deo Cup.
You got your cup.
You guys did.
Captain Nandu would be excited, elated, and looking forward to lifting the Devnarayan Cup. We'll take a few moments and we'll move on to the presentation. Thank you again to Big Clubs for making all of this happen, and thank you to all of the viewers watching the games with us, watching the streams, patiently giving us feedback, helping us improve through the 2 days for coverage of the Devnarayan Cup. And thank you to all the players, all the support staff, all of the organizers, the Nova Scotia Cricket Association for making this happen, the province of Nova Scotia for allowing us to play this wonderful sport at the Halifax Commons. With all that's been happening in the world right now, we all need good news, and this tournament, sure, definitely put a lot of smiles on people's faces. I can see a lot of viewers here who are fans and friends and families of players from Titans and other clubs, and we are happy that you have been staying on, watching the telecast, being patient with us, and finally watching your near and dear ones in action. Thank you, everyone. Just a few moments, we'll do the presentation ceremony soon.